Okay, there were some eggs in the basket. When the eggs are counted in groups of four, there were two left over. When they are counted in groups of five, there are three left over. When counting in the group six, there are four left over. What is the smallest possible number of eggs in the basket? Okay, so now let's look at the solution here. So what we look at, what the question gives to us is leftover, leftover. Now we look at the leftover from another perspective. That is, let's look. So when we count eggs by four there are two left. That means we're two short, right? When we count by five, there are three left over. That means we're still two short. Okay, three plus two, that's five. We're too short. We count by six, there are four left over. That means we're still, every time we count by four or by five or by six, we're always too short. Okay, but the number of eggs does not change. So the number of eggs is the multiple of 4, 5, and 6. Common multiple. You count by 4 like 8. If you count by 4, for example, right? You have, say, 8, 12, or 16, just it goes on forever. If you count by 5, you have 10, say 15, or 20, just keeps on going. And then you count by 6, you have say 12, uh, 18, 24, and the number keeps on going. Okay, there is one number out there. We don't know what that is yet. That'll be a common multiple for both 4, 5, 6. Okay, when we find that common multiple, we got to take away 2, because that common multiple is the common multiple of 4, 5, or 6 minus 2, because every time when we count by 4, 5, 6 there, we're always too short. Okay, then let's use one way to find the least common multiple for 5, 6, and 7. 4, 5, 6. You may ask, Miss, why the least common multiple? Because we want to find, this is why, okay? Because the question says, what is the least smallest possible number? That means to find the least common multiple for 5, 6, and 4. Okay, 4, 5, 6. Okay, how do we find the least common multiple? Okay, so let's find a common factor for 4 and 6. What about 5? That's not a common factor for 5. So among the three numbers, as long as two numbers have a common factor there, we can factor the whole thing, okay? We can factor the two numbers, leave the third one alone. So 2 into 2, that's a 2 there. 5 is not factored, move that down. 2 into 3, that's 6. 2 into 6, that's 3. Now let's multiply these numbers because I cannot find any common factors between 2, 5, and 3. Okay, so 2 times 2, that's 4. 4 times 5, that's 20. 20 times 3, that's 60. Okay, so the least common multiple for 4, 5, and 6, that's 60. But remember, the number of eggs is too short of 60. So 60 minus 2, that's 58 eggs. Okay, this is how we do it.